This is the Swan Methodist Church. It's located in Harriman, Tennessee. For those of you who don't live in Tennessee and have probably never heard of it, this is rumored to be a hot spot of paranormal activity. Me and a couple of members of my film crew, we came up here on Halloween night of this year to investigate it. Unfortunately, there were hordes of people up here who had the exact same idea we did. I mean, the graveyard was packed full of people, and we were filming our local television show, and we shot all the footage up here, some of the footage, and we were covering different paranormal places. I was reading up on the internet about this place. Supposedly, in the 1980s, 70s, a preacher hung himself in that tower. I'm not sure if the case is true or not, but supposedly there's all kinds of rumors of different things that you can do at this church that will prove it to be haunted. One of the things is to drive in this circle around the church. And if you do it, I think it's on a certain Saturday of the month. I don't know what Saturday, but if you drive around 3 times, momentarily everything around you will disappear. And also there's rumors that the spirits of the buried out here will stand up and walk around, and all kinds of stuff that may or may not be true. I personally have not witnessed anything at this church, but I'm going to be investigating several supposed paranormal hotspots located in this area of Tennessee, and this church just really has an awkward appearance to it because, I mean, the land is beautiful. It's located right up here on this hill. Nothing but just beautiful scenery as far as the eye can see. I mean, it's such a magnificent looking church, but it also has a very strong sense of just like something is not right here. You know, I mean, I constantly want to look behind my shoulder because I just feel like that any moment something's going to walk up and tap me on the shoulder. We're going to take a look here at the graveyard. This is the graveyard of Swan Methodist Church. As you can see, it's basically an older graveyard. Many of the tombstones are extraordinarily old, and I can't imagine that there have been many burials up in this cemetery for quite some time. If you take a look at some of these tombstones, take for instance this one. It's marked 1902, 1889. I mean, these are extraordinarily old tombstones for an extraordinarily old church that has been situated up on this hill for no telling how many years. And sometimes if you come up here late at night, I have heard that sometimes you will witness paranormal activity going on up and around this cemetery. Like I said, I've never witnessed anything personally, but one thing that's kind of interesting is this particular tombstone right here. This tombstone right here. I knocked this tombstone over the night that me and my film crew were filming up here for Halloween night. I leaned up on the tombstone to get a picture of something else, and I knocked it over, and those things weigh a ton. Luckily, though, one of the many kids that were up here taking photographs helped me lift it up. We don't want to desecrate graves. That's just not right. I feel sorry for anybody who had to dig a grave up on this hill. If you notice, it's just a extremely narrow hill, and I don't really see how anybody could dig some of these graves up here. Take a look at these, for instance. And these graves are practically on the edge of the cliff. You know, I don't know, I wouldn't want to be buried on the edge of a cliff. And you can see the outlines of, you can still see the outlines of the graves right in this area, where this one, for instance, if you take a look here, it was 1915. Father, but you can kind of see the outline of the grave where it's sunken in, and some of these tombstones are just, they appear to just be thrown about, you know, like some of them may not even be sitting on a grave. I don't like to walk on people's graves, though. That's not right. But it's a very peculiar place. If you live anywhere near East Tennessee and you can come up here on a dark night, it might be a fun excursion to do so. However, I would not recommend coming up here on a dark night because, you know, things of this nature terrify the living shit out of me. I certainly would not come up here at night, by myself anyway. I mean, if I had someone else with me, it might be a interesting thing to do. But yeah, this is, if there's any paranormal spots, it would probably be located right here in this area, right here. And so, what the fuck was that? I think I'm getting out of here.